Hi teachers, it's Tim here and I'm answering another teacher question about pop music. And this question is the following. It says, playing pop by ear is such a different skill. Kids love it. What are some simple ear training or improv exercises that you use that link directly to pop songs that are sort of 5 to 10 minutes max? Need things I can slot into a 30-minute lesson? Great question. Firstly, I would say anything is better than nothing. When it comes to getting kids listening, using their ears, and particularly singing or chanting or any of those things, anything is better than nothing. So make a start simply. And in my approach called Notebook Beginners, I get this started right from the very first lesson. So if you'd like more information about this and you can see some demonstration lesson plans around this, head to topmusic.co/beginners. But what I would suggest there is that any kind of simple rhythmic clapbacks, so you clap a rhythm and they have to clap it back. Pitch matching, so playing a note on your instrument and having them sing it. You can sing it first if they're a little bit nervous. Use a kazoo. If they don't want to sing, that's another thing. Or just let them hum, perhaps. Pitch matching, the ability to just match what they hear on an instrument by singing it or vocalizing it, is such an important skill. Now, if they can do one note, can they do a few notes? Can they do a small melody? Can you do a call and response? Can you say da 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 dum, and they go bum 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 or something? I don't know. I'm making this up as I go, obviously, but a simple call and response da 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 dum, and they go ba 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 bum. You can do that either melodically or you can do it by rhythm. Any of these things, so important. In regard to sort of connecting this to pop music, then a great place to do that is to listen to a song or any piece of music really, and ask them to try and hear the home, the tonic key, and sing it, the tonic note. The better that students can get at hearing tonic and dominant and being able to hum it it's just a fantastic skill, because it will allow them then to unpack particularly the chord progressions of a lot of these pop songs. Now, there are some pop song progressions I know that only touch on the tonic, not at the start of the progression. And that can make things a little bit more confusing, but that's okay. We have plenty of resources on our website around teaching pop music and the 3 main pop song progressions that we can link to in this video. But yes, having them listen to the root movement, so the movement of the bass line, which tends to be very strong and loud in pop music and dance music and things like that. Hopefully, if they can hear that, they can then sing it. And if they can sing it, can they then play it? Moving from being able to listen and then hear and then play and sing, all of those things linked together can be really, really important for this building of aural perception and aural understanding of music. And all of this, the great thing is, all of this helps students when it comes to tests at school or exams when they need to sing back a tune and things like that. So don't leave it just to the week before an exam. This is something that we should be training all the time in small little bite-sized pieces. If you're unsure about improv, let's talk about that briefly. So for students, it's important that they can play and understand chords. Chords are the bedrock of tonal music. And the most common type of chord is a triad. And the simplest way for a student to work out any triad anywhere on the piano, so you could say A flat minor and they go boom, and you say B flat major and they go boom, is to use what I call the big small method, at least initially. This is just to get them started. So we'll put a link to the resource. The BS method, the big small method, is a great one. Teachers around the world use it in order to help students quickly be able to recognize and play any chord around the piano. Have them listen as you play minor chords, major chords. Maybe you could then introduce augmented and diminished or add some sevenths. Can they actually tell not what the chord actually is unless they've got perfect pitch, but what type of chord is it? Is it a minor chord? Is it a major chord? And then I would, when it comes to improvising and pop music, I would get them to understand chord progressions in pop songs. And the best way to do that is with 4-chord composing. So I've written a whole course about this. It's a very, very simple framework, but my goodness, it's one of the best things to do with any student. I do it with just about every transfer student, particularly teenagers and adults. They are just blown away with how simple this approach is and how simple pop music is when they understand some basics. You can find it at topmusic.co/chords. Once a student can understand and play some chord progressions, some really simple chord progressions, then have them improvise over the top using the key of the chord progression. So that's a great way to just get started in a small way of getting students improvising and using that as a direct connection to the pop music they're learning. Now, one other way, just like a bonus, that's not connected to pop, but is still connected to the chords and the harmony and an understanding of that, is what I call repertoire remixing. So this is where you take the music that you're already teaching students and you help them play around with it and pull it apart a little bit. And it's a really simple process. And once again, there's videos and things on my website about it. But basically what we're doing is we're keeping the left hand the same for a repeated section of a piece of music, and we're helping the student improvise a new melody. And that experience alone, even if it's just 1 or 2 notes at a time, can be absolutely mind-blowing for students. And the great thing is they're listening more. They're understanding, oh, these notes that I'm improvising with, that's the notes of the D major scale. Oh, that's why it's handy to learn a D major scale. So we can start to make these connections between different elements of the music they're learning. And that's one of the only ways that you're going to be able to fit all of this into our short 30-minute lessons, isn't it? So I hope that's helpful for you in regard to some simple exercises to do. Really, I'll just come back to what I said right at the start. Anything's better than nothing, and just a minute a lesson is better than nothing at all. And just build it up slowly over time. It's one of those skills for students, both the confidence in singing, but also just the ability to listen and play what they hear and things like that, that just builds slowly over time. You can't just expect it, bang, to happen. Although some students, it does come really naturally. So we're lucky with those ones, but it's not often the case. Anyway, I hope that's really helpful. If you've got any other ideas that you use when it comes to improv exercises or ear training tricks and tactics, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.